everyone. Today we will be creating an e-commerce platform using Medusa and Next.js. Medusa.js is an open source platform that is used to create backend for our e-commerce. It provides functionalities like order management system, point of sales, subscriptions, marketplace, and B2B stores. So let's just get started by going through its documentation. We will go to this, and to create a Medusa app we just have to write this, or we can use the client. We will be installing the client, so let's just copy this command and paste it. This will install our Medusa client into our system. In the meantime, let's just set up our Next.js starter template for Medusa. So this is the code that is provided by Next.js for Medusa. For this we basically needs to have the backend setup, and rest we can use it quite perfectly. So we just have to write git clone and the repository URL, which you can get it from here. So it will install something like this into your system, and then the other thing is we have to copy .env.template into our .env, which is basically the env for our frontend. And yeah, so once our Medusa client is installed, we have to create a new backend. So for this we have to write Medusa new and the name of the backend, and when you hit enter it will just do its stuff and install the dependencies. And when the dependencies are installed, it will ask you something like this. This will basically be asking you your credentials for Postgres database, as it uses Postgres as its database, and we have to select continue, and see, it has created a database for us. So yep, so it has created a database. We have installed our backend. What we have to do now is we have to seed some data to our backend. So this is the command to preset some data so that our backend can run. So what we can do is we can head over to our e-commerce backend and we can run this command, and this command will basically add some data. And let's just wait for it. Yep, here it's done. So now we have a data in our backend. Let's just run it by using npm run dev, and it will be running on port 7000. And the other good thing about Medusa is it gives us an endpoint of /health, which basically is the endpoint that is used while deploying the site to check whether the site is running properly or not. It basically deals with the status code. If the status code is 200, then the site is healthy, and if not, there is some error that we need to resolve and our site is not deployed completely. So let's just wait for it, and I think it is done. So what we can do is we can now head over to our local host /7001/login. So it is our Medusa login, and the preset password can be found. Let me just type it: Medusa default login, and see, our email is this. Let's just copy it. Our email is this, and our password is super secret. And we can also create users by using this command. So let me just, I don't want to save it, let's just do continue, And now you can see that we have some product in our backend, and if we go here we can see that the product is there. There are some variants of it and there is some images. So let's just, once our backend is set up, let's just go to our Next.js starter Medusa, and we will just do, initially we have to install our dependencies. So let's just install the dependencies. In the meantime, let's just come over here, and we can see that here all our orders can be shown. Here the products are there, here the customers are there, and also here is the part of collection. We have collections but we don't have categories over here. So to enable categories, we Medusa enable categories. So to enable categories we have to do something like this. So in our env we have to write this. So in our backend env, which is here in .env, we can write this as true. So what this will do is, this will basically enable us to toggle between the categories also, as we are unable to see our categories. So let's just restart our backend server. Yeah, let's just refresh it. It has been connected, and yeah, here it is. We have to again write our email and password. So let's just copy it, let's just paste it, and our password was super secret. So let's just paste it and continue. So here you can see a tab of categories also come. So here we can create our own categories and our own collections, and can add our own products. In product section we also have something known as import products, where we can bulk upload our products, and those products should be in this format. If you click to browse, sorry, if you click download, you can just see the template in which you have to pass the data. And this is the template where you have to give product handle, product title, description, status, thumbnail, and all. And here you can just import it and you can find it. Also you can export the existing products from the Medusa backend by clicking on this export button. This will initialize and export, and once the initialization is done, you can, from here you can just download the exports.csv file, and it can be used to restore it into some other Medusa backend. If you want to migrate your backend, or if you want to get information about your backend, you can just export the products and you will have the information about the collections, categories, products, and all. So let's just hope our VS Code part is done, and yep. So now we can write npm run dev, and this will also run. And let's just go to the site. See, it has given us this. Now in our menu we can see, if we go to our home, this is our home, and if we go to our store, it is taking some time. So here you can see we are getting all the products from our backend. So this is, so we can go inside to a product, we can see its detail, we can select any variant, we can add it to cart. See, our cart is here. We can go to cart, we can go to checkout, and then fill all the details. Let me just fill some dummy details and continue to delivery. We have to select the country. Let's just suppose Canada. No thanks. Delivery. Continue to payment. We have a test payment. Continue to review and place order. So see, our order has been placed, and now that order can be seen by the admin in the order section, right? So here we have the customer, we have the date, we have the order number, we have the fulfillment status, payment status, and the total amount. From here we can either edit the order, we can either capture payment, and see, the payment has been captured. So it has, once the payment is been captured, it marked the payment as paid, as the capture means that the amount has been received by the admin. So we can initialize and refund, we can create a fulfillment, and we can see the information about the customer, and we can see the timeline if there is any note that we want to give, like hey. So we can write a note so that other people can also see it, and we can go to our account. So the one good thing about it is it doesn't require us to sign in to basically check out and create an order, right? So sign in is a better functionality, but you can also skip it to just roam around and add products to cart and just do checkout, right? So this is pretty much a basic e-commerce site and all the functionalities that is provided by e-commerce platform. So we haven't coded anything till now, and we have a full-fledged e-commerce platform ready and in working state. So and also, like, if we want to add payments, what we can do is in our e-commerce front end, let me just close it, and in our e-commerce front end, in the env, we can just place our, let's suppose we want to add a Stripe payment, we can just add the Stripe key. Or if you want to have a PayPal client, or you want to accept payment by PayPal, you can add it over here. You can change the region, as the default region is basically US, Canada. So this is very helpful, and as you can see, we haven't coded anything till yet, and we have a full-fledged application that is running, and with minimal changes we can make this site more beautiful